2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured league-wide admiration. The Hall of Famer player and executive Jerry West said, "We are watching genius, a superstar who will go down as the best player in Mavs franchise history." Considering Dirk Nowitzki was there for a long time, Kevin, the praise from Jerry doesn't get much higher or from a loftier perch.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got J.J. Redick, Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson, and there's Porzingis, and it's Melli in at the 4 slot. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Ramsey in at the 2. Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
Now, here's Doncic, and the wide-open shot from Redick. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic.
This is why you must play up on Redick, because he's terrific at shooting off the pass.
Porzingis against Jokic. Another shot, and Gordon with the lay-in. Good.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Misses the 3. One-on-one here. Barton, wide open, he fires. It's rebounded by Brunson. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Redick passes to Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. And the Nuggets going the other way. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And they did win that last game in this matchup. It seemed they got the benefit of the whistle.
Yeah, a significant differential in free throws made. I mean, give them credit. They capitalized on those opportunities.
And Doncic gets it to go.
You know, you can see the confidence Doncic shoots the ball with, especially when he gets room to pull the trigger from deep. No hesitation.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Brunson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Lakers.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball, following the miss by Porzingis. Murray, no good.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless. And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
The second chance effort. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, Murray is clearly a shoot-first guy who can really fill it up. This is a big-time bucket getter.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Barton passes to Jokic, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Leaving folks open around Barton is a no-no. He'll torch you whenever you do that.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 34-point game against the Lakers.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
Barton, no luck. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 5. Here's Doncic. Barton with the rebound.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Murray. Over Porzingis. Murray, no good. Looking at Denver, they got their last win against the Suns. Melly passes to Redick. Pass to Doncic. Outside, Redick. The 3-pointer, no good. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Barton. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Redick against Gordon. Redick passes to Porzingis. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Barton. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Doncic.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Melly. He's covered by Murray. Goes back up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. First trip to the line for him here.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And, guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And he can't get the first one. Clark, what do you think is the most important thing a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just doing your job, understanding how you best do your job for your team, and then getting comfortable with your teammates and being able to handle the nuances of game plans as you approach different opponents, the mental aspect of getting ready to perform at a high level.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's gotten very shaky at the foul line in the last 5 games. Compared to his numbers through the rest of the season, I know he's frustrated and he'll be desperate to get it turned around here tonight.
Here's Ramsey. 9-point game his last outing. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Out to Porzingis. Dallas, no good that time either. Denver leading by 4. Passes it to Ramsey. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now, Doncic. He's got 5. Brunson scanning the floor. His first shot coming late. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ramsey. They get the rebound. And another shot. Barton, no luck.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots. You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Now Murray. Following the Porzingis miss from deep, Murray uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
You know, when Murray finishes like this, guys, it shows you how aggressive his mindset is in attacking the defense.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
So both teams making some changes here. Now, here's Richardson. 14 points from him the last game against the Lakers. And here is Morris. Outside, Porter. Here's Gordon. Oh, what a dunk!
Well, you know what I like to say, persistence pays, and with Gordon, he's the kind of guy who just does not rest on the glass.
Richardson outside. The pass to Green, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside, Porter. Pass to McGee. Over Green. Here's Murray. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. Green dishes to Richardson. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And Gordon taking advantage of the fact that when he gets up in the air like that, nobody's interested in getting in his way.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Green missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets, leading by 12.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
Good one, yes.
reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Mavericks trail by 14. Richardson outside. Pass to Hardaway. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Gordon's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The shot's good from McGee. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Hardaway. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Richardson. Averaging about 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contributions.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
You know, you look at Hardaway Jr. right now. I think efficiency is everything, should be the priority for him. I think he has the talent, no doubt, but just needs to play to his strengths a little bit more.
Denver making a switch here. Millsap's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 14. Morris finds Porter. Outside Millsap. Passes to Gordon. Knocks it loose. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Baseline try. Denver grabs the miss.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
Kept alive. And the basket by Gordon.
It's early, but they are getting pummeled on the glass.
Well, they've got to take a stand and commit to controlling their defensive backboards. These second chance buckets are killing them.
Now here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Porter. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Boy, Josh Richardson, really the kind of guy every team could use because he's got a well-balanced 3-and-D game. He does a lot for his team, brings a lot of value to whoever he plays for.
Gordon goes in, and the wide-open shot from Morris. Off target from three-point range. Mavericks trail by 14. Richardson with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
The struggles just continue this quarter. They can ill afford to have this many empty possessions.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
Now the Mavericks with it. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Richardson. The high post shot. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Millsap kicks to Gordon. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. First free throw is good. Melly is checked in for the Mavericks. He's perfect from the line this time.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Richardson outside. 23 seconds left in the first quarter. Over Millsap. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
The Nuggets have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
The first one falls.
Hey, you know, guys, McGee has won back-to-back titles with the Warriors. You know, that's not too bad for a journeyman.
So he gets them both.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for the Denver Nuggets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game. Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a very convincing performance from the Nuggets so far.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
We've got Paul Millsap. Monte Morris is out there with Jamal Murray. Then it's Porter. And it's McGee in at the 5. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Here's Richardson. Following the basket by JaVale McGee. There's the pass to Hardaway. Tries again. No good on that one. Now Denver takes it the other way.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now, here is Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Clock at 6. Here's Millsap. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, "We can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop." Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Yep, that one goes in there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Here's Melly, covered by Morris. Fades back. And it's Melly missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Now here's Richardson. Pass to Hardaway. And nothing is falling for him right now. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Hardaway against Morris. And he lobs it up. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
They made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight, and it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
And so Murray nails both of them. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Murray surveying the D. Mavericks with the rebound. Brunson's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Floats it up for Murray. Doncic with the steal. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. And it's Melly missing. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
And fellas, I think you have to like his
shots.
improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
First one falls for him.
You know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
And Jokic drops them both.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 5. Wide open look here for Murray. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got 7 points for the quarter.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Drills the three-pointer.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's Clark. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Murray, good.
And the confidence oozing from Murray. Just so efficient from the interior.
Dallas has gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Doncic finds Brunson. Outside, Redick. The shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. On up the court. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And while we got a chance, let's look at some numbers for Nikola Jokic. 3rd in rebounding, 12th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. And he knocks down the first one.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Porzingis is checked in for the Mavericks. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Now the Mavericks with it. And stolen by Barton. And they're moving it up. And Barton throws it down.
Well, sprinting up the court aggressively, Barton seizing any opportunity to get scores in these situations.
Pass to Porzingis from the arc. Barton with the rebound. And so it's Barton bringing it up for the Denver Nuggets. Porzingis against Clark. Porzingis with the steal. Redick passes to Brunson. Doncic outside. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Doncic has got 7.
Well, you know, it's clear that Doncic is very self-confident, knows he has what it takes to knock these shots down.
Murray outside. Jokic high post.
Boy, that's finishing the defense there. He made a good effort on that possession defensively and then closed it out with the rebound.
Back to Doncic. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Passes it to Doncic. Gets an open look and hits. 9 points in the game so far. Denver's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Murray against Brunson. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Here's Doncic. Again, the Mavericks score. Nugget shooting not great, 40% for the game. Clark kicks to Murray. And there's the pass to Ramsey. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Doncic feeling it out. Redick finds Porzingis. That one goes. Count it.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
And he's going up for the alley-oop, and Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
Here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Fires the three. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And it's Barton that time on the assist by Jokic.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Here's Doncic. Unable to get that one. Good defense by Jokic. Here's Barton. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 3 from Porzingis. No good there. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used this contribution.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Gordon's checked in, and Dallas also making a switch. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Powell. Here's Doncic. He's got 11. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
The first free throw is good. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Clark, and Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton.
You know, he's the 3rd pick in the 2018 draft, guys, and Doncic seems poised to dominate this league for a lot of years.
Now, here's Jokic. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Phoenix.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Murray against Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Millsap. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Millsap's no stranger to physical play. Doesn't avoid contact, and that helps him get to the free throw line quite a bit.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And boy, I tell you what, he's really coming to his own this year. I mean, that is an enormous step up from what he shot at the line last season.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Both free throws good for Millsap.
You know, over time, Millsap has added different things to his game. And you know what I like about him most is he quietly goes about his business in a professional manner.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 13. And Doncic throws it down.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference.
Yeah, the shot from Richardson looks smooth and effortless. This team did a nice job setting him up there.
Murray against Doncic. And then Murray with the jam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Doncic, no good. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Murray finds Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And, you know, over time, Gordon's offensive game has evolved. I mean, he's capable of getting it going from anywhere now.
the shot and game clock separated by 4. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Nuggets. Millsap's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Through the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot 3 at the line.
Yeah, there was definitely some
Elbow.
contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
He hits the second from the line. Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Good work there as it goes.
Taking exactly what the defense gives him, Doncic exploiting whatever he sees out there. Does a nice job seeing the game.
And here's Morris for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Denver with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. They're deep. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. It is bedlam here. The hometown crowd loving that first half. I'm Ernie Johnson along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Well, what can you say about superstar big man Nikola Jokic? Jamal Murray said there's really nothing he can't do other than jump. How about that, Jamal Murray?
That's a good one, but guess what? There's a lot of people that couldn't jump are great players. But nowadays, it's all about skills. Dribbling, shooting, definitely passing. The Joker does it all.
Is that the Joker? He loves to do this. But his playmaking stands out. That to me is what it is. You know, guys have been able to score in this league for playmaking. But what's that laugh again, Shaq? Man, that's a no-brainer.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with J.J. Redick. And it's Melly in at the 4 spot.
It's never easy in the NBA, folks. I mean, great job by Gordon to just dismiss the contact and still score.
Doncic against Gordon. And they double up Doncic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic?
Take a break.
He said, if
2
I
shots.
dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Wow.
And Gordon's eyebrows go up when he sees an opportunity to drop the hammer. This guy is a phenomenal athlete who throws it down with some major force.
And a chance here to look at the numbers, averaging about 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
That free throw good from Doncic. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. There's the feed to Gordon. Pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. And that one hits back iron. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Moment here now for an injury report. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on JaVale McGee.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Nuggets head athletic trainer. He said that he does have a broken nose. It's definitely a painful injury, but not a worst-case scenario. You don't want to hear this news, as most teams are starting to hit their stride. So they're going to miss him while he's recovering from this injury. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
Clock at 4. Porzingis can't hit.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the inside. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the steal. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, how about Porzingis showing you some nice quickness and activity, determined to get after the steal.
Murray against Brunson. Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists in the game. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Pass to Melly. The 3. Good on the three-point shot.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
The Nuggets have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Here's Murray. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Doncic. Down low, Redick. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Jokic draws the double. Murray for 3. Here's Gordon. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
You know, fellas, I like the aggressiveness Porzingis is showing on the glass. I mean, getting good positioning and using that big body when shots go up, that's why he's boarding it well.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnovers.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
Shot.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
That one falls for Brunson. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Barton passes to McGee. Back to Barton. The pass to McGee. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Dwight Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the turnover again by Denver. Terrific awareness among this collection of centers and power forwards. The big men averaging the most assists per contest over the previous 10 games. Fourth, Jokic.
And these are some of the most complete players in our league. I mean, they're not just traditional score and rebound big men. They can beat you with their passing as well.
And their teammates know to always keep moving on the perimeter because the ball will be coming back out to you if you work yourself free. You're looking at some of the masters of the kick-out pass right there.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you've got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back. And, you know, with Porzingis, the potential is really exciting. I mean, with his size and skill set, I think he's got a chance to be a dominant force for a long time.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And, you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape, and boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Doncic passes to Richardson, and the wide open shot from Green. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Pass to Morris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Gordon up on top. Guarded by Porzingis. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Back to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Gordon. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body, and I think we will see that in time. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jumps up with a big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 22, and Doncic throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Porzingis trying to get free, and it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Richardson.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
The Nuggets shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And here is Doncic.
Par for the course for Luka Doncic. Just one of those games where he's got it on cruise control.
Morris with the ball. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Offensive rebound. McGee with the block and the dunk by Powell. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Here's Morris. Gordon trying to break loose. Morris, no good. Dallas shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. And the dunk by Powell.
Boy, Powell showing you great aggressiveness that time, fighting hard to come up with that offensive rebound.
Morris kicks to Gordon. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gordon's got 11 points in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Puts it up from 15, and the dunk by Powell.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
Morris into the lane. Great D that time from Green. Here's Richardson, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Good defensive instincts there displayed by Gordon, reading the shooter all the way and timing the rejection perfectly.
Inside, McGee. Great D that time from Green. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Denver grabs the miss. And they double up Gordon. Morris passes to Dozier. That's a 2 from Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss. The Mavericks shooting around 48% so far in the third. There's Green with the 3. They get it back. McGee with the block. Pass to Dozier. Lets it go from deep. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
And they double up Doncic. 1:12 left here in the third quarter. Passes it to Green.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
Richardson against Jokic. Shoots the 3. Dozier can't get it to go. Dallas shooting around 29% from the floor. A tough night for them all around on the offensive end. And that one's good. Doncic.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Deflects the pass. Powell with the steal. All alone. And the dunk by Powell.
Excellent focus that time from Powell on the defensive end. Saw the opportunity, went for the filch, and got it.
Morris kicks to Dozier. Outside Gordon. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
And Doncic gets it to go.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Morris looking over the floor. Out left to the wing. Here's Jokic. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Denver on top, running away with this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, it's all about physical. It's all about physical. Make sure.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Clark is out there with Porter. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 2 spot. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. And so Green will bring it up for Dallas. Back to Hardaway. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on JaVale McGee.
When Hardaway Jr. is forcing the issue like that, it draws the defense's attention, and I like his aggressiveness as a scorer.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Hardaway. Murray's checked in for JaVale McGee. Hardaway hits them both. The Nuggets shooting about 42% so far. Murray with it. Hardaway picks him up. Pulls up. High post. Murray, no good. Mavericks shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. But they get it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Ramsey. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
Nuggets have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
Kleba, the pass to Burke. Lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And now the Nuggets, fast break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
Greg, we're seeing the game evolve. We're seeing more and more big men displaying perimeter skills. Do you like that, or is there a part of you that misses those days when it all played out inside the lane in a very condensed area?
Listen, Kev, I think the game has kind of evolved on from the impact that the bigs had on the interior, but not the impact that they're having on the game. The reality is the game just doesn't stand still. And now as a big, you've got to have far more versatility. You got to be able to play in space. And as a fan, I just find the game to be more appealing to watch with the freedom of movement, the flow, and more of the skill set being put on display.
I agree. Shot clock at 2. Kleba, no good.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
That is not possible. What we just is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Outside Hardaway. Buries it from three-point range.
Hardaway Jr. rises and fires with great confidence from there.
Here's Murray. The shot comes out. Now Dallas takes it the other way. One-on-one fast break. Burke with it. He's against Clark. Out to Hardaway. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt, and they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest, but by the same token, if I get $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. Hardaway hits them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Barton kicks to Clark. Here's Murray. Shoots from the high post. Here's Porter, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on J.J. Redick.
And, when Porter Jr. is healthy, I mean, he's got a lot of game. This guy is versatile. He's got good size. He's a multi-dimensional talent.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good.
And guys, if there's an X factor for this Nuggets team moving forward, it might be the young man, Michael Porter Jr. Talk about his potential. It could be as high as anybody on that roster.
Yeah, I concur with you there, Greg. I mean, you look at this kid, he's got a great shooting touch and really good scoring instincts that you don't see very often. Extremely gifted. They've brought him along slowly, which is the wise thing to do. And if he can come on and realize his potential, he could take him to another level for sure.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kleba inside. He's against Clark. And it's Millsap with the ball for Denver. For three, Murray connects from three-point range. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
One triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Now Burke. Outside Hardaway. Here's Kleba. Outside for Redick. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Dallas again missing. And for the Nuggets, they're shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Count that one. Murray's got 36.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside, Redick. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
To the middle. Here's Clark. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
For Denver, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter, and that one is good. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Burke. No good on that one. Barton with some nice D.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs, that always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters, because now I think they're on to something if we could get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well, and I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
You know, one of the things that's fun to watch, guys, is the evolution of a player, and Barton has really evolved into a solid player. Even though he was a second-round pick, he's come a long way.
Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. All free throws good from Barton. Here's Burke. And the pass to Kleba. Cauley Stein with it. Pass to Burke. Three-pointer. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Dallas shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. But you go back to last season, many felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot. I think, listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And what I like about Cauley Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Cauley Stein, so explosive around the rim. Hard to defend without fouling.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Pass to Murray. The tray. Mavericks with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Dozier's checked in, and Monte Morris subbed in for Will Barton. Passes it to Najee. With the teardrop, and it's blocked. Here's Burke. Got a hand on it, and the basket is good. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points in the quarter. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Dozier passes to Najee. Now the pass to Dozier. Over Hardaway. Dozier can't get it to go.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
It's blocked. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. Denver making a switch here. Green's checked in. Powell, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's Morris atop the key. The Nuggets moving the ball around. It's blocked.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shots.
Pass to Burke. Outside, Redick. Off target from outside.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Morris, no good. And the Mavericks with possession here. Cauley-Stein dishes to Redick. Shot from the wing. And no good. And Denver the other way now. To end the drought. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
Free throw good. Porter. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. That one misses. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting just 29% in this game. They are not a pretty sight out there offensively. Now, here's Kleba. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he banks in the layup. Cauley-Stein's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Porter passes to Najee. Over Cauley-Stein. And another miss by Denver. Green against Green. Here's Burke. Green with the rebound.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Here's Burke. From outside, off the mark.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Morris outside. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's Green. He can't hit that time. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Morris outside. From the wing, Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the first one at the line is good. Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Morris outside. Goes up on the wing. Again, the miss by Morris.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Wasted no time on that one. Hardaway has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset, when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for Denver.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And making the right plays when necessary, closing out this club for the second time this season. This victory gives them a 2-0 lead with 2 left against the Mavericks.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
The first free throw is good. And Morris drops them both. And here is Burke. He kicks it to Green. Outside Hardaway. And that one goes long. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Here's Porter, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And Porter drops them both. And it's Burke with the ball for Dallas. Pass to Kleba. Here's Cauley Stein. Hardaway for three. It's rebounded by Dozier. Morris outside. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.